Here we go.
I tell you, it's a special night for us here on Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever, as for the first time ever, we're going to be right here on KTBS for the full hour. So if you're watching us now, guess what? You're already in the right place. We have a new start time, 10:35 right here on Channel 3, and boy, do we have some great games for our KTBS debut. Starting as always in the Pioneer Comfort Systems Game of the Week. They call it the Claiborne Parish Super Bowl. It's Homer and Haynesville. They've been doing battle since 1907. Tonight, we write another chapter in this historic grudge match. Daniel Brown will be live for us all night from the home of the Golden Tornado. It's a game we always circle on the schedule each year and one you do not want to miss. We also have a heck of a game over in Texas that a lot of people across the nation are circling on their schedules. One of the best games you'll see anywhere on a Friday night. Defending Division I Louisiana State Champion Ruston on the road at Texas Powerhouse Longview. Division I talent everywhere you look in this game and one of the best venues to catch a high school football contest. We can't wait to show you the highlights of this, and we'll have them for you here in just a bit. District 1 5A is in full swing, and how about this matchup between C.E. Bird and Evangel tonight? The Yellow Jackets buzzing this early season, facing one of their toughest tests so far. Who will be the favorite in this wide open district? We're going to find out together tonight here on KTBS. So we're getting ready to start the show here in just a couple of minutes. We are fired up. We've got Houghton and Parkway. I got a hat coming my way. A lot of stuff to get to.
I can tell you're pumped up for their Channel 3 debut.
I got to be honest, I'm feeling a little nervous right now. It's a different thing for us, but we are so excited. We have highlights, I believe, at final count. We're looking at 27 games right now. We're trying to up that a little bit. We're trying to pull some strings behind the scenes. Still working the top 5 plays. I don't know if you saw our Crunch of the Night nominee from last night. We also have some other ones.
Oh, I did see last night.
So we've got a couple of options for that. So a lot of great stuff to get to, and here in just a couple minutes, 10:35 on KTBS.
All right, real quick, final weather word.
It's going to be hot tomorrow. It was hot today, hot tomorrow, hot for Sunday as well. But then look, we see temperatures drop back off into the 80s as we move into next week thanks to a cold front. We'll keep an eye on those rain chances by the time we reach Tuesday and Wednesday, but for now, find ways to stay cool over the weekend.
Now, which was the game you were talking about? There was that Division I talent, Ruston?
Ruston and Longview, yeah.
Ruston and Longview.
And let me tell you something, we just got those highlights
You
in,
did,
so
huh?
we got them.
All right, that's going to do it for KTBS 3 News. But
tonight, the first Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever scores and highlights show right here on KTBS. A ton of great matchups to help us celebrate this evening, so let's look at the big 3 things we'll be following for you tonight, starting, of course, in the game of the week, the Claiborne Parish Super Bowl. Homer and Haynesville, the oldest rivalry in Louisiana. Daniel Brown will be live at that matchup for us. We'll also see defending state champion Ruston on the road in Texas against Powerhouse Longview, a border battle that will be well worth the price of admission. We'll also be all over District 1 5A here in Louisiana as Bird faces Evangel and Houghton and Parkway renew their rivalry on the Bucks' new turf field. And tonight, I'm getting a new hat. The Fever on KTBS starts now.
Here we go.
Get ready, y'all. It's football time. Welcome to Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever scores and highlights. Let the fever begin.
Get it moving.
Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever Scores and Highlights Show. I'm your host, Alex Anderson. We'd like to thank you for joining us for our first ever show right here on KTBS. And man, are we excited to welcome in a new audience to our hour of high school football. Let's get right to it for you. We start, as always, in the Pioneer Comfort Systems Game of the Week. It's always an easy choice to put the spotlight on the game known as the Claiborne Parish Super Bowl, but this season a little different. We rarely see Homer and Haynesville play this early in the year because they're no longer district opponents. Let's get you out to the home of the Golden Tornado here. A new chapter in this 117-year-old rivalry. First quarter's where we start. Tours on their first possession. Isaiah Washington looking to Jamarquise Hampton. And look at the grab there. He goes up, sheds 2 tacklers. How about another struggling to bring him down? They finally get him after the first. Later in the drive, Washington handing it to Donnie Critton. He breaks the first tackle, and he's running. Big-time gainer there. Moves the chains again. Inside the 10 we go. Washington, little bootleg keeper. Here he goes. That guy's not going to get him. Washington dives and scores. Haynesville up early 7-zip. Same score. We go to the second quarter now. Homer backed up deep. Kevin Williams passing off the fingertips of Demetrius Pitts and picked by Jaden Green. He's going the other way. The pick 6 for Haynesville. They're up 14-0. Homer struggling to move the ball. Williams is going to hand it to Greg Williams, and here's some positive yardage here for the Pels. Breaks a tackle there, and 2 Tornado bring him down after that. Haynesville leads this game 14-0 at the half. We're going to finish this game for you here in just a little bit. And that's just the beginning of what we have in store for you over the next hour. But before we dive into the rest of our nearly 30 games from tonight, we should get you caught up on some action from last night. Southwood hoping for a homecoming to remember, trying to snap a 38-game losing streak against North Caddo. Titans with it first. This is Chancellor Washington. Here he goes to the end zone. Early score for North Caddo. They get a 2-pointer. It puts them up 8-0. Second quarter now, and North Caddo trying to punt. Uh-oh, look out. Almost takes out Daniel on camera there, but either way, that's a safety. Jordan Cunningham having a little fun there for Southwood. So it's 8-2. Ensuing kickoff now. Christian Green fields it. A little whap! Spin move there. Bounces off another tackler. He's going all the way. Touchdown Cowboys. They missed the extra point, so somehow we're tied at 8. 3 minutes left in the first half. Southwood backed up. Cornelius Martin feeling the pressure. He's going to let it go. There's no receiver there. He's in the tackle box. That's intentional grounding in the end zone, which is a safety. So now it's 10-8 the unconventional way. Ensuing drive. Jamie Payton with the boom. How about that? He's going all the way. North Caddo. They had to hold on late. Southwood rallied in this game, but it's 39 straight losses for the Cowboys. 36-32. Now, normally this is the part of the show where I say flip it over to KPXJ, but not tonight. The full hour of Fever continues right here on KTBS after this break. We'll start you in 1-4A in Louisiana. Highlights of West Monroe and North DeSoto waiting for you, and we're back on Channel 3.
Here we go.
All right, let's kick off our journey through Louisiana. In District 1-4A, we'll start at North DeSoto. The Griffins fell in our game of the week last week, but suffered an even bigger loss on the field. Star wideout Cole Corey hurt his knee toward the end of the game and will miss an extended period of time, if not the entire season. We're certainly hoping Corey can recover from that PCL injury, and we hope that wasn't the last we've seen of him on our show. Things not easy tonight for them. West Monroe in town. First drive, Ryder DeJean rolling out. He's going to Trez Davis. He makes a heck of a juggling catch there. That keeps the drive alive, and it would pay dividends as Ronaldrick Miles takes the handoff, powers his way up the middle, 9 yards in the end zone. Visitors up early 7-0. But just because the Griffins are without Cole doesn't mean they don't have other weapons. Luke Delafield will deploy the deep ball. Chaz Martinez is waiting on it. He hauls it in, 45 yards on that gainer. And then North DeSoto getting a little tricky. The double reverse flea flicker. Kenny Thomas, Eli Procell. Forget about it. They got him down there near the 1. Delafield back to work. He's going to connect with Miller Warren. Warren to the outside, to the house. Actually, that was Braylon Latin there for the edge, finding the seam. Sorry about that. It's 7-6. Back come the Rebels. Miles is going to take a hit at the line of scrimmage. Bam! Doesn't matter. Shrugs it off. He is gone. 62 yards to the house. West Monroe extending their lead 14-6. Back to the air for the Griffins, as they do so often. Delafield looking for Jared Jackson along the sidelines, and he's got the diving catch. Teams trading blows early. Once again, the Griffins looking for the big play. Delafield, Martinez on the money. They get a 2-pointer to tie it at 14, but that was all North DeSoto could muster. The Rebels run away here in the end, 63-14. That's 2 losses in a row for the Griffins. Northwood, they're 2-0 so far, welcoming in a scrappy Mansfield team to Blanchard tonight. You see him enter the field. Northwood, one of the best high school football entrances you'll see anywhere. Falcons with it first. Kyron Johnson on the carry. Uh-oh, that ball comes out. It's going to be tipped and recovered by Justin Thomas. So Northwood falls on it, but they would have to punt on the drive. Then Mansfield's punting here. And you see it there, it's going to be a short punt. So Northwood is going to try to take advantage of that short punt. It's 4th and 1. John Sneed, and he can't get it. That goes the other way. A back-and-forth game early, but Northwood pulls away late. 64-32, the Falcons looking pretty darn good this time of year. And then we have Minden. The Crimson Tide also coming into tonight 2-0, hoping to put their name right in the middle of this district race. Tonight they made the trip to Spring Hill to take on Christopher Wilson's North Webster Knights. North Webster coming in off of a win against North Caddo a week ago, and the Knight defense coming to play early. It's Hudson Brown, and it's picked off. Jeremiah Washington going up to get that. Nothing going on offense for the Knights after the interception, though, so Minden would get the ball back, and they get it to the red zone. And that's where we pick it up. Kalen Aubrey, the tailback in here. Nice little move right off the handoff. He's into the end zone, 6-0. They don't get the PAT. Crimson Tide looking to score once more. We're going to see Brown back to pass. He's thinking end zone, but Dante Owens is thinking no. The INT again for the Knights, but again, they can't cash in. Minden back with it, 4th down, Brown to Braden Britton. He's going to move the chains there. A nice pop on the end of that play, but he gets the 1st down. They turn the drive into a field goal to 3 points. They were telling us there, 9-0 Minden. North Webster back to punt, and it's blocked. Javen Calloway with the block, the scoop, and the score. This one went down to the wire, and North Webster comes from behind and wins it. How about Christopher Wilson's Knights? 28-21 the final there. Woodlawn at home tonight, a matchup of winless teams against Lakeview. Someone's getting a W tonight, and hey, the Knights say it's going to be us. Alvis Gobert, or Gobert. I'm going to say Gobert. Opening kickoff there, across the 50, big gain. Now, you don't see a play like this very often. Quentin Johnson on the carry, and whoa, his helmet's ripped off. He doesn't care. He says, I'm scoring anyways. Now, he does get to the end zone, but of course, you can't do that. The play ends when the helmet comes off. So they tack on some penalty yards for that face mask, and it's Johnson on the carry again. Very similar looking play, and this one a little easier for Johnson. He strides into the end zone. He cashed in a 2-pointer, and Woodlawn, at our last check, was up 28-0 in the third. Looks like they're gonna, or they maybe have already secured that first win of the year. I tell you, Bossier all over Glenbrook last week. They're welcoming in another 118 tonight with Logansport in town. And here come the Bearcats on offense. Carol Woods looking to our Griffins Player of the Week, Quan Scott, but that pass is smacked down. Logansport's Keaton Cason hands it to Ton Ashton Bland, and here he goes. Right past your camera there, into the end zone. Bland scores. It's a touchdown for the Tigers. 80 yards on the run there. So Logansport's kicking it off. Randy Robinson's returning it. Uh-oh, sheds a couple tackles there. There goes Robinson all the way the other way. The response, the touchdown on the kick return. You gotta love that. Touchdown, Bossier. Logansport with it back with it again, I should say. And Cason's gonna go to the air this time. Play fake, he's looking for Caton Packett. Catch is made, but boom, big hit there by Dwayne Robinson. Logansport, though, does win this game 44-12. One last score to check on from 1-4A, Loyola. Another win for the Flyers. Their second in a row, I believe. They take down Cedar Creek 48-14. We're going to take you back out to the Claiborne Parish Super Bowl when we come back. You're watching the Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever Scores and Highlights Show on KTBS.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by Pioneer Comfort Systems.
Homer and Haynesville have been doing battle since 1907, and tonight they wrote another chapter in this historic rivalry. It's the Claiborne Parish Super Bowl. It's our Pioneer Comfort Systems Game of the Week. Let's pick it up for you. Haynesville leading 20-0 when we start in the third, but Homer moving the ball. They got to get something here. 4th and 7 in tornado territory. Kevin Williams back to pass. Oh, he's sacked. That's Desmond Sturdivant there, but hold everything. A flag on the play, a face mask, and a fresh set of downs. So same drive, 4th and goals where we pick it up. As Coach Franklin gets everyone fired up, Kevin Williams to Greg Williams. He's going to break to the outside, and he's going to score. So they don't get the 2-pointer, so it's 20-6. A little life for the Pelicans, but on the ensuing possession, Isaiah Washington can't hang on to the snap. It's fumbled and recovered by Homer. The next drive extends to the 4th. It's a Williams to Williams handoff again, and Greg Williams is in the end zone. They failed the 2-pointer again, so they're down 8, 20-12. Haynesville trying to milk this game away now. 1-score game, 4th and 1, a QB sneak for Washington. He's grinding, and he pushes the pile just enough. He gets the first down. The Golden Tornado fans happy to see that. So they keep possession. They're trying to drain the clock. It's a handoff to Yassine Medors, and look out to the left. He is gone. That was the clincher. Golden Tornado win it again, second year in a row, 27-12. So Daniel Brown's going to join us live now. And Daniel, I know it's a game you always look forward to, and didn't really get interesting until late, but hey, another great game between these two rivals.
Yes, Alex, not the most aesthetically pleasing game. Mistakes by both programs throughout. It was a tale of two halves. It's a very cliche, but it was all Haynesville in the first half. A couple of good plays for Homer, and then it flipped about midway through the third quarter. Haynesville up 20-0, but the Homer Pelicans kept fighting, kept scratching and clawing. Eventually made it an 8-point game, and Haynesville able to close it out. A very humid night out here in Haynesville. A lot of players cramping, and then almost included Haynesville head coach David Franklin.
Oh my God, I'm wore out. They're going to have to get the cramps out of me. It was a great game. You know, it's a little more exciting when it comes down like that. It's a little more special when it comes down to a game like that. They got a really good football team. They're not an 0-2 football team, so we're just proud of our kids. We made some plays right there in the end. So great ball game.
You got to give it to Haven, man. They played hard. That's a good team over there. They basically out-executed us, you know. They made the play that they need to make to win the game, and we did. We got to do a better job of executing and being disciplined.
Yeah, Alex, Homer now 0-3 on the season, and when you factor in that some of the Haynesville points, 7 of them, extra point included, came off of a pick six, and then a muffed punt by Homer deep in their own territory. Haynesville was able to turn that into a touchdown, I guess missed the extra points. So 13 points off of turnovers against Homer, so clean those up, and this is a whole different ball game for the Pelicans as they try to move forward and search for their first win of the season, but all smiles here for the Golden Tornado, Alex.
Yeah, always happy to win that game. Either one of these teams are. Daniel, you're the man. We appreciate your report here tonight. Let's get you to another game in 1A. We saw St. Mary's tonight looking for their first win of the year against Holy Savior Menard, and kind of a back and forth game here as we looking at some highlights. We do have a final for you. St. Mary's not going to like it though. 20-17 a final. Now, before we go to the next break, I did just get an email here from a viewer. Apparently, we were incorrect on our Minden score, so our apologies there. But it does appear that the final from Minden and North Webster was 20-0. So shout out to Stacy for sending that in. Our apologies for getting that score incorrect. But Minden is a winner tonight, 20-0. We'll get that corrected on the website and everything else for you guys. Again, our apologies there. Coming up, District 1 5A, Evangel and Byrd going head-to-head. We'll take you between the pines as well for a rivalry matchup on Houghton's new turf field. Stay tuned.
Here we go.
All right, the question right now in 1 5A is who's the favorite? Airline, Byrd, maybe Evangel? We'll get some answers tonight as the Eagles of Evangel welcome in CE Byrd for a matchup of two teams looking to finish at the top of this ultra-competitive league. We joined this game at the start of the third. It's close, 14-10, Yellow Jackets in front. So here we go. We got a kickoff here. It's an onside kick that hits Charlie Sepulvedo and then picked up by Nathan Green. So the Eagles keep the ball there, and let's see what they can do with it. Peyton Houston. Pop Houston, as he's known more commonly. Looking at Johnny Casey. Casey has a couple tacklers to beat. How about the whoop? And another one. They finally bring him down there just shy of the goal line. So first and goal, Pop Houston looking for Nathan Green, and he goes up over the defender and gets that. So Eagles take a lead 14-7. Evangel kicking off after that. Oh my goodness, they onside it again, but this time Byrd is on it. Later in the third, Desmond Simmons. Boom. Look at the tough running from the Byrd back. This is what they're going to do to you. He's finally taken down after he crosses the 40, 37 yards. And then another back gets it. Off the option pitch, it's Quentin Hilliard. Hilliard on his way to the end zone, 27 yards there. Byrd, they win it. 35-23. Look out for those Jackets. How about Airline? The Vikings had a tough out-of-district test tonight with Union Parish in town. Union Parish going for it on 4th and 2. The Vikings say no. They make the stop. And then on the very next play, you know what this offense will do to you. DJ Allen gets the handoff, runs through a couple tackles, stiff arms another. 25 yards later, he's in the end zone. Vikings up big 29-7. Union Parish trying to get something going, but this pitch is not what they had in mind. Landon Gibbs barely escapes the safety, but they'd have to punt it from deep in their own territory. So Airline back with it. Ben Taylor to Aiden Baker. Baker over the middle and into the end zone there. Another touchdown. Airline all over Union tonight, 56-28. Huntington would like to throw their name into the mix as well. The Raiders at Benton, fresh off their upset of Captain Shreve a week ago. First quarter, no score. Greg Chambers on the handoff here. He's got some tough running. He reversed field. He's still going down in Raider territory from the 1. A few plays later, Malachi Ziegler to Chambers again. Benton takes a 7-0 lead, but Huntington, I'm telling you, this team is tough. They fight back in this game, and they win it. 27-21, the Raiders stay perfect in league play. Let's get you to Lee Hedges Stadium now, where Captain Shreve is looking to bounce back against Natchitoches Central. We'll pick it up with the Gators leading 13-7. Third and about a mile for Brody Savage. He finds JT Hester, and Hester breaking a handful of tackles on this play, and here he goes. Big-time game there for the Gators. Talk about some yak. So deep in Chiefs territory, we flip it to the second quarter. Savage, a laser to the end zone. It's caught for a score. 20-7, Captain Shreve extends the lead. The Chiefs looking for a response. And watch this play. Owen Smith, the QB, is going to keep it for himself. He tries to pump fake here, but Trey Fuller's not fooled at all. He drills in there, but now they call a face mask on this play, so we will not put it in the crunch of the night, because it was a penalty. So after that, we had a fumble there from the Chiefs. Amarian Marshall dives on it and gives the Gators the ball back. Then they take advantage. Savage, watch this. He's going to escape the pressure there, directs a little traffic, goes downfield to his receiver. And guys, I have like 4 different Captain Shreve rosters. Number 89 is not on them. So let me know who that kid is. We want to give him some credit, but there's no 89 on the Shreve rosters. Well, one guy that is Jamarcier Plater, and he scores to give Shreve even more cushion, and they win easily, 40-20. Captain Shreve back on track. One more game in this district. It's a big one, Houghton and Parkway. And if you're watching us for the first time tonight, I have a friendly wager with Parkway and my alma mater, Houghton. Whichever team wins decides which hat I wear for the rest of the year. Now, outside of that, this year's matchup very special because it's the grand opening of the Bucks' new turf playing surface. You see the field there, officially open for business. Now, Parkway being part of this game was significant because the Bucks also inducted legendary coach Bob Brotherton, the dad of Coy and Jason, into the Houghton Hall of Fame.
Very honored and very humble. It's very exciting to be here tonight for more reasons than one. Number one is the dedication of the field, and number 2 is to honor the inductees into the Hall of Fame. But again, I am excited to be here.
Now, as for the game itself, here come the Bucks onto their new field in the all-red, looking fired up, and the Panthers, well, they had other plans. Caleb Williams fakes a handoff. He's looking to Antonio Gladney, and Gladney's in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Taylor Weathersby, the quarterback for the Buccaneers. Taking a look pre-snap, claps his hands. Here he goes. Jacoby Delaney's going to juggle it, but he keeps hold of it. A little spin there. They finally bring him down. Big hit on the end of that. So Parkway with it again. Williams, another fake, and well, Williams going to take it himself. Nice run there for the Panther QB, pushed out of bounds in Buccaneer territory. This time, Williams does hand off to C.J. Dudley, who scores the Panthers' second touchdown of the night. So Parkway off and rolling, the band playing, and they're going to keep going. A little toss here to Camaro Mayo. Mayo with some strong running there. They finally pulled him down just shy of the goal line. And hey, Williams, Dudley, touchdown, Parkway, a winner tonight. Once again, 48-7. So here we go, guys. Let's bring in the fellas. They get to gloat for another season. So come on in, boys. We got the Parkway players here. They moved a lot faster on the field tonight, I can promise you. Let's get them in here. What's up, my guys? How we feeling?
Good.
Good to see you. We got two hats here. Yeah. We'll tap it up. It's good to see you again, my man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we got two hats, one for me and one for Sydney Lane, who is our other Houghton grad. So I don't know which one I'm going to pick. These are pretty darn sweet, guys. And Camaro, let's start with you, man. You're back here for the second year in a row. How good does it feel to get this win?
To be honest, it felt good. It felt good.
Yeah, okay. All right, we love that. And you guys are looking really good right now. What's working for the Panthers, and how confident are you guys playing right now?
You want to talk? Come talk. Come right here. Keep real talk.
All right, let's go. Come on over. Come on over. We can pick you up.
Really? You know, everybody just working hard in practice, putting together good weeks. Not everybody not playing around. It really we just look like a team. That's really what's working for us.
We love that. Mark, now I'll ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You know that rivalry's special. To kind of spoil that night on their new field had to feel pretty good for you guys, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir, it did. We just came out there and played our game and worked out well. Yes, sir.
Well, all right, which one should I wear? Y'all get to pick, red or black here?
Red.
Here, hold this for me. Here we go. I got a big head, so it's going to be hard. There we go.
Yeah.
Go Panthers. Dirty red.
Yeah.
Dirty red.
It's the only hat I wear anymore because y'all keep winning. So,
Man, 40 points every game.
Good to see you guys, and y'all can hang out, check out the show if y'all want. We still got a long ways to go. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, a surprising game for Calvary. We'll tell you all about it next.
Here we go.
All right, one more score correction before we keep going. We had another one incorrect for you. St. Mary's beat Menard 17-12. So the Tigers do get their first win of the year. And thanks to April and Brad for helping us out there. And again, if you notice this thing while you're watching, please send it in. We have a lot of different ways we get these scores. And as you know, sometimes the internet can lead you astray. So trying our best to get all this stuff cleaned up. But again, appreciate you guys reaching out. We love to get some help from our viewers. Let's go now to Calvary. And despite falling to Neville last week, the numbers for quarterback Abram Wardell are unreal. Through 2 games, Wardell threw 13 touchdowns, 7 in week 1, 6 last Friday. But you're not going to believe how tonight went. 0-0 is where we're going to pick it up. Franklin Parish, we're taking an inside look at the Franklin Parish locker room right now. And here we go. Winsboro coach Burnett firing up his players. They're going to shake hands there midfield. The defending champs don't come off of losses often. They haven't in about 2 years. Well, here we go. Patriot defense coming out hot. Wardell picked off. Tavon Bell with the INT. And the big fella moving his way to give Franklin Parish the early momentum. The defense continuing to make a difference. A few plays later, it's going to be a fumble forced by Avery Johnson, and the Patriots recover. As you would imagine, they're fired up, and that would lead to more points. Desirian Ellis looked for a pass, and I guess I'll keep it myself, and why not? It works. 14-0 Franklin Parish. Coach Burnett giving some high fives, and Calvary looking to respond. The go-to combination, Wardell, Colby Thomas, wide open. There you go, 14-7. But the Patriots, no quitting this team. They come right back, a steady drive. Ellis to Malik Credit. And there you go, cash it in. Touchdown there. That's Malik's mom, loving that. And they'd end the half with a bang as well after a 4th and goal stop at the 1. The QB keeper fools everyone in the stadium, and it goes 99 yards to the house. Guys, Calvary falls again. 32-28. What a win for Franklin Parish. I know those folks in the Monroe area are fired up to see that. They're 2-0 over the Cavs this season. Also in 2A, Red River, a tough one on the road at Oak Grove, a team that Calvary defeated in the opening game of the season. Well, field dedication there to start at Oak Grove. We love to see that. Similar story out there in Houghton we showed you tonight. And on the newly named field, Oak Grove picking up a fumble right there after a Bulldogs turnover. So 5 plays later, Brody Stewart gets the screen, and he's going, gone. Well, you can kind of tell how this went tonight for Red River. 55-8, the final. Oak Grove takes them down. All right, let's check in with Manny. We got a rare 0-2 start for the Tigers. They hosted Leesville tonight. That's Trell Broom to Javion Dixon, and that's a big first down there. He's still moving. He is in Tiger territory. So Broom going to the air again in the red zone. He's got DeAndre Herron, and that's a touchdown. So Manny looking to respond. We flip the field, switch quarters. It's Kellen Cox to Kai Xavier Warren, and he's got it there. Nice pitch and catch, but just not going Manny's way tonight. Another loss for the Tigers, 60-35, the final. Well, we still have one more game in Louisiana to check out. Arkansas, still more games in Louisiana, but we do want to check on some Arkansas scores. Prescott all over Hope tonight, 49-0. Hamburg sneaks past Magnolia, 28-6. Ashdown falls to Idabel, and Lafayette County shuts out Horatio. All right, that final game in Louisiana I just mentioned is coming right up on Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever.
Here we go.
Well, we're loving all these border battles we've seen on the Fever over the past few weeks, but this one tonight might be the best yet. Defending champion Ruston on the road at one of the best high school football programs in the country, Longview. Let's get you to the highlights. Longview 2-1, taking on the unbeaten Bearcats, and it's their first time meeting since 2018. We start in the fourth. Lobos down 14-10, looking for a score. Kelvin Washington on the handoff. And he's got a long way to go. He bounces to the outside. He's got some room there. They finally take him out of bounds. Same drive. Lobos on the move. Maverick Rowe steps back like he's going to throw, but says, maybe I'll take it myself. Makes a man miss. They finally drop him there after the gain, but no score coming on the drive for them, so it's still 14-10. Bearcats looking to put the nail in the coffin. Josh Brantley fakes it, and here he goes there. Moves the chains, first down. Same drive. A free play after a Lobo player jumps offside. Brantley back in the lineup he missed last week, and he's going to capitalize to Jordan Parker. My goodness, he goes up and makes a heck of a snag there. That would set up a Bearcat touchdown to put the game away, and Ruston wins 21-10. One more border battle to tell you about. Texas High, oh my goodness. They flirted with their first loss of the year over at Fayetteville, but they get it done. Texas High a winner, 55-54. Now, sticking in 5A Division II, we have Marshall. The Mavs bounced back on the road last week, continued their trip tonight where they were at Palestine. So here we go, Marshall driving. It's a handoff to Isaiah Bush. He bounces off of the tackle, barreling his way to the end zone and scores. Mavs up 7-0, nice and early after that. The Wildcats waste little time responding. How about the ensuing kickoff? Draylon Spurlock fields it. Gets to the outside, he's got the edge, and he's got speed for days. They're not going to get him. Spurlock into the end zone there, and well, just like that, we're all tied up. You got to love that response. But Marshall, they would score on a long drive to respond, and then here they are again in the second. Alton Henderson up top to Rajon Sims. You can't see him make the catch, but I promise he scored. You're going to have to believe me there. 63-7. Marshall, a winner tonight. Carthage also had a bounce-back performance last week. Tonight they were at Chapel Hill, and Chapel Hill took on Carthage for a battle of the Bulldogs. You get that a lot when a lot of teams are named Bulldogs. It's Chapel Hill's homecoming. Demetrius that's Carthage with an interception. Jet Surratt picked off by Trevor Brooks, and Brooks is going the other way. Touchdown Chapel Hill. You schedule Carthage on homecoming, you got to be ready to play, and Surratt gets another chance. It's going deep. Blake Marion's the only one there, and there he goes. Long touchdown there for the Bulldogs. We're all tied up at 7. Chapel Hill turns the ball over, so Carthage back to it. It's Keemian Henderson there on the grab from the Surratt pass. It's now 17-7. Chapel Hill, still nothing going on offense. Their only score was on defense. And you see here a problem for Carthage. Jet Surratt down on the field after taking a big hit. But hey, that's Jet Surratt. He's tough. He stays in the game. And who does he find? KJ Edwards. Edwards had the top play of the week last week, and he's looking to get back into the top 5 with the big-time gainer and a touchdown there. Carthage a winner, 45-14. Finally, we have Pleasant Grove getting their shot at Kilgore tonight. The Kilgore student section bringing the smoke. I believe that's out of a trash can or something. Sure. They're down 14-7, though, and Kilgore with the ball, and it goes over the punter's head, and the Hawks fall on it. They'd settle for a field goal. There you go. That makes it 17-7. Kilgore back with it now as we see the Hawks flags run across the field. Payson Brooks back to pass. He's going to fire a missile downfield, but Keelan Graves lays out for it. Heck of a catch there. And just like that, they're in some good field position, but they'd have to settle for a field goal. That makes it 17-10. Oh my gosh, guys, this game goes all the way to double OT, and Kilgore comes out a winner, 37-31. We'll continue our Texas coverage after the break.
Here we go.
Let's go to 3A Division I now, where Jefferson is 3-0 to start the year. The Bulldogs looking to extend that streak tonight, hosting an 0-3 Pittsburgh team, homecoming in East Texas. And here comes Pittsburgh. Cord Johnson intercepted. That's Coblin Tomlinson, I should say. So he scores on the pick six, Jefferson up. So Thymus Taylor goes to Jermaine Hopkins Jr. for a quick gain, and then Taylor to the running back Cam Williams. Williams making some moves, and Williams, finding the end zone there. It was a flag on the end, but it was on the defense. So Pittsburgh's coach trying to get him fired up, and here comes Johnson to the handoff here. Big time gain for Pittsburgh. The Pirates feeling good after that. And then it's Johnson to the end zone and sticks it right on his receiver there. So off the quick score, Taylor trying to make something happen in response. He's looking to throw to Travis Gray, and Gray's got it into the end zone. Hope the ref's all right on the collision there. How about another touchdown to seal the game? QB keeper is in Jefferson. They keep on winning, 40-15. Tatum dropped their first game in a heartbreaker last week, trying to bounce back against West Rusk, and this is Ja'Cory Bradley to Jamari Gibson to score for the Eagles first. One of many touchdowns for the team in green. So we got a fumble here, bouncing around all over the place. Hot potato Brandon Howard finally picks it up. Actually, he picked it up first, and Xavier Moore was the one that recovered it in the end. Eagles get in nicely there. Little goal line carry, another Eagles score. So they're taking control now. Bradley to Luke Sigler, and here we go. Wide open for him, and he's going to score another Eagle touchdown. Next play, we'll let you guess who made the play. Yeah, it's Tatum. This time, Jamari Gibson breaks through the line there. My goodness, spins away from the tackle, turns on the Jets. No chance there. Now, if you lost track of the score at this point, don't worry, we got you. 28-0 Eagles, but this time the Raiders, they get something going. Great pass there to Judd Dotson to Jace Resner, and that's going to be a touchdown, but the only touchdown for West Rusk, and in the first half, that is. They're moving the ball, trying to again, but that's an interception. Grabbed it just before it hit the turf. Luke Sigler coming in on the pick, and the Eagles still scoring. Bradley downfield to Caden Tatum. Tatum scores for Tatum. You gotta love that. We miss you, Tatum Everett. 54-21, the final there for the Eagles. Also in this league, Liberty Ilo, the Leopards coming off of a loss to Carthage. They're back at home against Bullard. First quarter, Crew Bowman fakes the handoff and says, well, I'm just going to do it myself. And yeah, why not? He has the corner of the end zone. He has the touchdown. That makes it 7-0 visitors. Visitors. A short time later, Liberty Ilo looking for a pass. Colin Evans makes the catch, turns around, falls out of bounds, first down. Jaquan Johnson on the carry. Oh my goodness. We might have to change our crunch of the night. We already picked it, but we lost a helmet on that one. Beautiful. Next play, Johnson's in for the score. 7-7, Liberty Ilo wins a close one, 27-24. Now, Sabine is also hoping to contend for this district crown, but last week their game was called early after a scary injury to Texas Tech commit and quarterback Colt Sparks. He was stretchered off the field, taken to the hospital. Now, thankfully, he was able to go home that night and was given the all clear. So we see the teams coming out in the field, and I think we are going to see Sparks not playing tonight for obvious reasons. No, we didn't see Sparks, but either way, he's not in the game tonight. And this is Zane Bork on the QB keeper. Big run here for ARP to start things off. First down, helmet pops off. He was all good. ARP's Thomas McKelvey, he's in at quarterback because you got to leave the field when your helmet comes off. He scores there. Touchdown on the keeper, the hard way, made it 7-0. Ensuing kickoff, an onside kick. Zane Shearer says, no. Scoops up the onside, takes it to the house. 7-7. Pretty short kickoff return, but either way, it counts the same on the score sheet. So Arp tries to pick up the pieces from that. McKelvey looking to throw again, this time intercepted. Kaysen Patterson coming down with it. So the Cardinals have to settle for a field goal, and Arp is going to run away from this one late, 46-20. Well, we still have a pair of Texas games to clean up, or one more Texas game to clean up before we put a bow on the highlight portion of our show. And, oh yeah, that Southern Classic Chicken Crunch of the Night is still ahead when the Fever continues on KTBS.
Here we go.
All right, we go to 3A Division II now, where Redwater is still searching for the year's first win. And if they wanted it, they'd have to hand the first loss to New Diana this season. First quarter's where we start. This is Redwater. Greer into the end zone there. Touchdown for the home team. So we move on. We've got a 2-point conversion attempt here, and that's good as well. And it is 8-8. New Diana with the ball next. You see the scoreboard there. Davion Maps takes the ball in, and he's looking end zone. He's maybe finding it. He's dancing around. There he is. And then they would get a 2-pointer. So that made it 16-8 New Diana. Redwater would then respond with a score, but New Diana runs away late, 65-14. Well, the Griffins Player of the Week showcases scholar athletes that excel on the field and in the classroom. And this week's recipient is Bossier's Quan Scott, who does a little bit of everything for the Bearcats. Outside of having a near 4.0 GPA, Scott plays offense, defense, and special teams for Bossier at almost every position. With plenty of expectations on the gridiron, Scott says those same expectations came from home with his academics.
My mom wanted me to see me do good things, and she knew that I had the potential to be something great, so she kind of stayed on my butt about it pretty hard, so kind of had no choice, honestly, but it all works out for the better. I appreciate her for that. Shout out to my Dukes and my granny and them.
Gotta love shouting out Granny there. And now to what's become many of our viewers' favorite part of the night, the Southern Classic Chicken Crunch of the Night. Each week we try to find the biggest, cleanest collision, one that reminds you of that sweet feeling when you crunch into Southern Classic Chicken. So here we go. We made a late change. It's actually Liberty Ilo coming in, and boom! My goodness, Jaquan Johnson with the boom for the Leopards. Took a helmet with him. We haven't seen an offensive crunch all year. We had 2 candidates, but my goodness, 2 players got the other end of that crunch. Jaquan Johnson, your Southern Classic Crunch of the Night. Now, we aren't done just yet on this special edition of Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever. When we come back, the best of the best from a week of high school football in the Arklatex, the Sarah Kirk State Farm Agent Top 5 Plays of the Week. All right, we're running low on time. We're going to get you right to the Sarah Kirk State Farm Agent Top 5 Plays of the Week, so let's get right to it. We'll start at number 5. This is Jaden Green of Haynesville. The tip, the pick, and then the 6. He takes it to the house. Haynesville in our Game of the Week at Top Play 5. Let's go to number 4 now. Jordan Parker of Ruston. He's going to make a heck of a catch over a defender. There it is, Top Play 4. To number 3, Carthage, Jet Surratt to Blake Marion. Big time pass and big time score. Let's go to number 2, Randy Robinson of Bossier. He's going to return this punt all the way. One more, number 1, real quick, North Caddo, Jamie Payton. It was going to be our crunch of the night, boom, but it's our Top 5 play. We thank you for joining us here on KTBS. We'll see you next week.